Or at least that's what this one is, because this one's made out of wood. This one's got some wood, right, and some fiberglass? Yeah, and this one is an imitation of these, but the practice started in Switzerland where the trees grow straight out of the side of the mountain. So they grow straight up to find the sunlight, and the bell is the part that's anchored into the side of the mountain. So before they had any way to communicate from one mountain top to the other one, then somebody like Ellen would play a call, and it would mean, bring the doctor, or there's a bear over here, or something like that. And then the other Alp Horn player, quite a ways away on the mountains, would answer and say, there's no bear here, and we'll send the doctor. So that's the sort of thing that happened with the Alp Horn. Now, does anybody here know what does Ellen do and Frank to make such a beautiful sound on the Alp Horn? What do they do to do that? Does anybody know? Would you believe they go? Yeah. Right. I think you got it all. Yeah. So if I go. So, see? Yeah. And by the time it goes from here to there, you get a pretty good sound. But maybe Ellen can explain, how do we change notes? How do we do that? Maybe Ellen doesn't want to.
Changing notes is basically something that is the hardest thing for young students to learn, because you can't really see where you're changing the notes. It has to do with the shape of your mouth and how your tongue is moving, and basically all the different things in between. And it somewhat requires your ear to know where the next partial is. So one of the fun things I do with young students is just play and have them imitate me, because they don't know what they're doing then. Sometimes I'll have students who don't think they can play certain high notes, but if I don't tell them what I'm doing, they'll imitate me and they can play them. So it's kind of fun to play with without valves, because so many students think of a French horn with valves that you change with the valves. You're really doing everything with your embouchure, which is what we call the muscles around the lips that make the sound. So you have to have pretty strong embouchure.
I used to always tell my girlfriends that if we kissed a lot, it would be good for my ears. I'm not sure that they really believed me. That never really worked. Did it work for you, Frank? It worked. Shall we play another one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.